All right, we're here with defending PCS Open champion Paul McBeth. Can you reflect on that victory?
Yeah, 2 years ago. It was fun. This place is just incredible. And to shoot such a good round going down the stretch always feels good, and to be in a battle with Proctor, yeah, it was a great feeling.
So the main European stretch has begun. How does it feel to be back here in Europe?
It's always like something to look forward to. The European swing, it's just, for me personally, it's just different cultures, different atmosphere, and then we don't get to come here that often, so I feel like it's always special with the crowds and just the courses. So it's a really good feeling. I'm always looking forward to it and excited to be here.
This year it's even more special with 2 majors. What are you looking forward to most this year on the swing?
I'm looking forward to the 5 weeks here, the different elements. Here we're up in, central west Norway, and it's going to be cold, wet, windy. And then next week we'll be in Oslo, which will be completely different. And then always, Estonia and Finland, they got something special for us. So looking forward to the entire trip.
And this year the World Championships will be played on a course that you have a lot of success historically on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Beast is always fun. I think sadly it'll be the last year we ever get to play there, but we'll see. And then the preview from last year is something I look forward to, coming back and playing at Tampa Day Disc Golf Center. And it's just so much history there in Tampa Day with the European Open, and now the first ever, I think it's the first ever professional world championships outside of the US.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, on that note, Europe, the scene is rising a lot. Do you feel like they deserve to have a Worlds every other year?
I think the World Championship is definitely open to traveling around the world. It doesn't necessarily have to be just in the US or Finland. I think if there's deserving courses and there's people that are willing to host and countries that are willing to host, I think we should go anywhere.
What are your goals and expectations for this weekend?
I just want to play well, put together 3 good rounds. This year I've been struggling putting together a full tournament. I've done really good at putting 2 great rounds and an average round together. I need 3 great rounds if I want to get a win, especially out here this year.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, here we are, maxing, relaxing, chilling out in the hot tub at the MDG crib in Norway. PCS Open this week. The absolute legend Matty here with me. Tell us how you're feeling.
Feeling good, Gum. Love being here. It's been awesome, man. Just had a spectacular morning. I ain't gonna give away nothing, but always wanted to be in a hot tub in the cold. This is the first time I've ever done it, so this is already checking something off the bucket list. But PCS is always, I think I've never seen the players more happy in an environment when they show up than here. I think that's what makes this place special too. You never see a Debbie Downer out here, and being able to see the views and the course is pretty fun. It's not overly challenging, so having like a first little kind of get broken into the Europe, and it's like a perfect little spot for it, and everybody comes in with good spirits, and it's a special place.
Yeah, and as you say, this is the first event of the main swing here in Europe. What's it going to be like this summer?
Man, this is the biggest stretch, and I think in disc golf history, in my opinion. The hype of it, everybody coming over here, all the American players coming over at once and dedicating, their jobs, coming over here, risking everything, because you got to put in a lot of time, a lot of deeds, and a lot of dedication of your own self to come over here and actually still do it. And seeing everybody doing it, all of us together, back-to-back majors. Estonia is the coolest place I've ever been. With Finland, with the crowds and all that, it's going to be something special, man.
Yeah, so cool to hear that. You're one of the legends of the game. You've seen it, come so far from when you began. Kind of tell us where it all started for you and where it's come.
Man, when it first started, I just kind of played with my little brother. My dad used to take me to the course. He just kind of gave us just a little bit of laws. He said, you ever get caught cheating, you ain't never going to come. You ever ask to go home while we're there, you ain't coming back. It was just simple. He was nice, but that was like the rules, so never just fell in love with playing. But saw the growth of the game. I feel like the first revolutionary kind of the game where I started believing it or not, was CE plastic. When CE plastic came out, I felt like that was a big moment in disc golf, because it kind of, you could finally smack a tree and not have to worry about it. I felt like that was like a first step, because the game was kind of still in a similar plateau, but seeing the disc evolve And then the technology and the, I feel like that was a big game changer in the first step. And then I feel like when that happened, everything kind of got a little more professional and people started, kind of taking the game more serious because of the plastic a little bit, like in a different way, because back then it was just like, you kind of just, everybody had the same stuff, and then when the CE plastic came, it kind of revolutionized everything. But it was always, it's going to come soon. It's going to come soon. The game's going to hit its peak, or it's going to hit its breakthrough, and it just kind of seemed like every time we were just that way. And then I think it kind of came at the most unexpected time with COVID, and that just completely, obviously changed the game. And it's been just a completely, I feel like it's almost a different sport since then a little bit, because the people kind of changed. There's so many new faces. The old faces kind of like, it kind of became a good, cool camaraderie. A lot of the new people never knew how much there was to disc golf, like hitting trees and your stuff starts flipping. I think the collectability of the disc too, I think people got very intrigued in, and it's just been amazing seeing it grow, man. I always thought we would see it, and I kind of started disbelieving right before the actual time it hit. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It's always darkest before the dawn, right?
It is. That's well spoken.
And so the equipment was a major factor in the professionalism. What would you say Europe's role in that professionalism?
Europe's role?
Yeah.
Definitely the first state of the art with people everywhere. Like I remember one of the European Opens, I think it was the one where Eagle gave his bag away, maybe. Yeah. I feel like that was a big
17.
Yep, I feel like that was a big standard because, for one, I think that's kind of when we started going to live disc golf with the Disc Golf Network, so people were able to seeing all the kids there, because wasn't many kids in disc golf out there, honestly, until the COVID boom. I really believe, like, that's one reason I did the first down. A lot of it's just for the kids, because there was never kids. It was always just the people in the tournament and a few fans that were always there kind of for like the final nines, because there was, and that kind of stuff. So seeing kids out there was amazing. And Europe was the first one that had just people everywhere. The environment, the barricades, platforms behind the stuff, it just gave us the first glimpse of the future of what we wanted.
Yeah, in Finland it's really big with the youth. It has been for quite some time, and of course they're getting a lot of talent out there. Speaking of that, the World Championships will be in Finland this year, first time outside of the United States. You're one of the guys that have always been right up there in the mix. You have more like podium finishes probably than anybody who hasn't won one. You've been second numerous times, right, even when you were a very young man. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling coming into the Worlds? Like, what are you thinking?
Man, just kind of use these first couple tournaments just to kind of break myself in, learn plastic, but feeling good because me and Barsby talked not long ago, and we kind of gave each other a little pep talk, knowing that, it's going to Toboggan next year. I always try to be confident, but I already kind of see that one being very difficult in my eyes. So me and him have a good pep talk about this might be the last shot for us in the Open where it actually kind of has something in our favor that we can actually have a belief in. I feel like it's big too, man. Greg's the one that kind of always tried to get me over here to Europe, and I knew I felt like if I always failed coming over here, it would just damper the rest of it would take me months and months to recover from it. So I was always a little shy on that to not come, honestly. But having a little game talk, it's been good. We're going to have a good group of people at the place I'm staying at. Love the vibes. Coming from Estonia too, I love Estonia. It's the coolest place I've ever been by far. Love Old Town Tallinn. So it's going to be pretty special.
Well, shift gears a little bit. They're going to do some anti-doping campaign there in Finland. I know that the origin of the sport is the way it is, and what do you feel about that?
I mean, if they're pushing for the Olympics, I don't think they've ever let us know if that's the case. Obviously, it's the best thing that we could ever do. It's a good step for the game, but I kind of want to make sure that they're really doing that, because I really haven't seen where they're saying, hey, we're doing this because we really want to push it towards the Olympics, and this is what we got to do for our steps. And I don't think they've necessarily told us this, but as far as I think it kind of needs to happen. Just kind of gives us some professionalism, gives us some, some bonification on everything, and make us more professional.
Mainstream credit.
So
you're supportive fully.
I'm supportive fully.
Okay, so we're here for the PCS Open. Yeah, as you said, this place is beautiful. This is a player experience, a good course. What are your goals and expectations for this weekend?
I used to be a top 10 guy. Honestly, the talent's gotten so much better in the last year. Honestly, it's gotten a big step, I feel like, from last year to this year in talent. The young talent's growing. Everybody's sidearm seems to be really, really, really good right now. The putting is just making, like, I always say, truth is back then you knew everybody who could putt. Like, that dude could putt back in the day. Like, that guy could putt. Now it's kind of like, that guy can't putt, because everybody putts so good. You kind of know the ones that can't putt now. So it used to be, I know the people that dude can putt. Now it's kind of like, oh man, that dude's good, but he can't putt. You know, so I feel like that's kind of been the change too, a little bit in a truthful way. But I think it's just gonna be, just can't wait. But I think finish my thing. I used to be top 10 was my goal, but now I've kind of pushed it back to top 20, just seeing the talent arising, seeing it, believing it. And I mean, look at the scores. Like, I kind of had some hydration issues last week, so I didn't really even know where I finished. I heard I got 20th through my roommate Corey last week, but I was looking at the results last week when I think it was last night. I just wanted to double check, see how much money I made, yada yada, and I was like 4 strokes away from like 8th or 6th place maybe. And I think it's been that way all year, where there's just coming down the end, it's not been much blowouts. There's just, every stroke matters more, I think, now than ever. And it's great to see, like I said, the professionalism, people taking it serious. I think everybody's taking it more in like an athletic form. I kind of feel like, you know, Paul kind of set the standard back in the day, and now seeing the other people like Ricky and all that devoting themselves to their body is like, a lot of people know that if you can't, you know, got to keep up with the Joneses. So everybody, I think, is really trying to put more into their health, their, you know, professionalism, and treating it like a real sport. It's beautiful.
You mentioned earlier your father got you into the game. Do you feel him with you in these great moments? And would you, if you could play one round with him, what course would it be?
I feel him all the time. It might sound a little spiritual, but like, if I see like a bird kind of creeping, I always kind of look up and like, Dad, you know. And that's like kind of what I feel like his presence is through birds. And he kind of became a bird man towards the end of his life. He was always had the bird feeder. He just kind of stared out the glass door. So it kind of like, when I see just one kind of kicking it, you know, I'm like I said, Dad. But man, I still feel him. I think about him almost every day, if not every day. And if I had to play one round with him, it would obviously be at Chickasaw Park, where it all began. And I mean, that was his domain. That's where he ran every tournament. If he ran a tournament there, was an automatic sellout. Everybody loved going there. The vibes were always great, and he always treated everybody the same. And that was like the big thing that I've always taken from my dad, is how he treated everybody the same way, no matter if you were Ken Climo or Mookie Blaylock, you know, whatever, whoever it is, you know. That, I mean, he treated everybody the same. And that's like one of the things I still try to tell myself every day, and be more, you know, like him. And I think that's one of my best traits as well. But I would definitely play Chickasaw Park, my home course. And it just got reopened like 3 months ago. It took like had like some BP oil money spill, because it connects to the Gulf. They got a big grant. So it was closed for like 4 years, right whenever the COVID boom happened, right when I kind of started doing, they closed my course. So it was kind of like a far-fetched, like Chickasaw, you know. I'm like, man, it's closed right now. But it just opened back up, and man, I'm so happy it's back. And that's where it all started. That's where I'm gonna be. I kind of want to brand myself around that course too, because I just love it. It's gonna, like, I kind of want it to be like my Cliff Stevens to Ken Climo course, like where I kind of brand myself around that course. So it would definitely be there.
All right, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being who you are.
No.
Such an honest, genuine person.
Thank you, Andrew. You're the same way, man.
It's been a great time. Good luck
too.
this weekend and all the rest of the
Thank
way
you.
through.
Let's go, baby. Skull Tide.
All right, we're here with EMILIE NESSE, who just won the European Junior Championships. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. It has been a dream since I started to play, and I finally did it. It was my last year playing junior also, so it feels great to win, yeah.
And you got to do it in front of your home crowd. What is that like?
I'm super proud to represent Norway, and especially in Norway at the beautiful Vasset course. Yeah, I feel so proud to be there.
And now we're here in Øverås for the PCS Open. A big stretch of Norwegian courses. This will be the second out of 3 in a row. How does it feel to have so many big events in your home country?
I'm stoked that we had 3 events in a row in Norway. It's super cool, and I'm super proud to be a part of it and to be playing here at beautiful courses in Norway. It's super big, and I'm super proud to be part of it.
Earlier you got to play with Ida Lehtomäki in a practice round. How was that experience?
That was super fun. yeah, I've never been part of something like that, just a casual practice round being filmed. So it was a cool experience, and I'm hoping to do it again sometimes.
Yeah, make sure to check that on MDG Media. What are your goals and expectations for this week?
Just to play above my rating, but it would be super cool to be on the lead card again as I was 2 years ago.
Anything else you would wish to say to the viewers here at the end?
No.
No. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
KRISTIAN, BALSROD, how does it feel going into the PCS Open?
First emotion that comes to mind is pride. We've been working so hard for years. There's a couple of guys that's been so important when it comes to like building Norway as a venue for international disc golf. And the guys here at the PCS are definitely important. They started getting Avery Jenkins over a few years ago, and it's been slowly building, and now we see all the big stars of the world here at this remote place in Norway. Can't be more stoked.
Yeah, the field is very strong. What's your week been like on the media front?
It's got to be the easiest week of media work ever. Like everywhere you turn, you see someone you want to talk to, and you know the stories, the storylines. Just super excited. Yeah, it's incredible.
All right, please tell us who you are and what your role is here at the PCS Open.
My name is LEIF, and I'm the media and vendor director here at PCS Open.
How's everything been in the lead up to the event?
It's been hectic, but a lot of fun. Late nights and always something on fire, but we usually put it out pretty quick.
What would you say to the viewers is special about this event?
The community. Everyone is family here. Wherever you're from, whoever you are, we're just, at the end of the day, we're just one big happy family.
What can we expect to see this weekend?
A lot of crazy shots and some tight battles. I've seen some of the practice round videos, and it's gonna be tight.